All right, you're still on to the medical edition of the show. It is the AM Drive. We'd like to thank you for staying tuned. You can watch us on Star Times 113 and Free TV 502. We are also live on Facebook at Kwaratv. We are moving on to our discussion segment. This morning, we shall be taking a look at the education sector with special focus on tertiary education here in Nigeria. I have the pleasure of having on the program this morning Professor Rasheed Jimoh. He is a professor of computer science and the immediate past dean, Faculty of Communications and Information Sciences, University of Ilorin. He is also presently the Vice Chancellor of Muhammad Kamalud-deen University here in Ilorin as well. I'd like to thank you for being a part of the show.
Yeah, good morning and good to be here. Kwaratv Televisions, I appreciate your the opportunity you give to our university. I say good morning to the staff and the management of Kwaratv Television. Thank you.
You're welcome. Suleiman.
Yeah, to Alejo Waikaro.
Ekaro.
Yeah, torí láàárọ̀ yìí níwájú àwọn ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀rọ náà láwà tó bá ní igi ìwé gbòǹgbò ìmọ̀ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Rasheed Jimoh àwọn ní àlejò wa tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n nídìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí a mọ̀ sí computer science ní University of Ilorin àmọ́ lọ́wọ́ báyìí àwọn ní jíwá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga University Muhammad Kamalud-deen ilé tí ó kalẹ̀ sílùú Ìlọrin. A ó máa jíròrò lórí àwọn ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan gbogbo ohun tí ó kángun sí wọn, igun tí wọ́n dì mú láti máa ṣàlàyé fún wa lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ lórí ètò AM Drive láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ máa fi tẹ̀mí tọkàn tara bá wa ká lọ ní abala yìí. Àlejò wa ẹ kú kalẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí.
Ẹ kú lé o. Mo kí olùdarí àti aláṣẹ ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí àti gbogbo àwa òṣìṣẹ́. Adúpẹ́ ní orúkọ Muhammad Kamalud-deen University, the management of Muhammad Kamalud-deen. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ìgbàlejò wa.
Oyinlọlá Bákàrẹ̀ bí ṣe ò bá pẹ́ ni ẹnìkan ìpẹ́ṣẹ́.
Thank you, Suleiman Amuda. Of course, I would like to thank Professor Jimoh for being here on the show this morning. Obviously, you have been in the academic sector for many years. Now, I'd like to know your assessment of the tertiary education in Nigeria, the growth and the development of tertiary education.
Yeah, thank you so much. The tertiary education in Nigeria, we are struggling. We are struggling in the sense that there is a dictate for 21st century tertiary education. So when we say 21st century university, it comes with a lot of expectation. What are the futures in an institution that will make this institution to be 21st century compliant? Of course, we still have some gaps, obvious gaps to fill in this regard. We are doing well in terms of curricula. We are doing well in terms of the number of professors and having understanding the mandate of a university, which is purely teaching, research, and community development. But because of our technological innovation gap, and let's say uneven technological development and few other issues, we have not been able to project ourselves as it's supposed when we are talking of 21st century dictate in tertiary education, because it comes with a lot of responsibilities to be able to deliver the expected lifelong learning, which is supposed to be transformational. Not a student can come with a first class, but as that student actually be transformed, and before the expected transformation can take place, there are a lot of ingredients. And that is the area where some of our private universities are doing well. Maybe because of the lack of the bureaucracy. And you will see the government also is also contributing to it by not really funding the institutions as expected. So of course the overseer will have to make do with what they have. It comes with a lot of expectation. It comes with a lot of fund commitment and so many others. But we are not doing bad. We are struggling to catch up. but actually the right sense, we are not yet there.
Yeah, you talked briefly about the private universities. Of course, we do know that almost on a daily basis we see private universities springing up, private colleges of education, private polytechnics, coming up almost on a daily basis. Now, looking at the quality that comes out as graduates from these private universities, do you think it can be compared to what we have at the federal universities?
Yeah, well, it takes the two to tango, because when we talk of private university, we have to assess each and every one of them on their merit, purely on their merit. We have a private university in Nigeria that's still leading federal university in terms of ranking. So exactly, it's not about whether a university is private or is public. It's about, is the university really doing it as supposed? And when we are talking about the teaching, the research, the community development. So because there are parameters for assessing the university in terms of ranking, metrics, clear, obvious metrics are there. So definitely, if we can have some private university in Nigeria, topping the list in terms of ranking. So it's not about, because private university also have some advantages, but it depends on the leadership also and the willpower, because they are devoid of bureaucratic bottlenecks, which is, to me, in the few days I've spent as the pioneer Vice Chancellor of the Muhammad Kamalud-deen University, we've been able to take some progressive decisions, which ordinarily, if it's in the public setting, you have to lobby your way, do a lot of things. Of course, that's a great advantage if the management is so committed to be able to reposition and gain competitive advantage for the institution. So that's why I said it's not about the ownership of the university, it's about knowing what to do and having the enabling environment to be able to do it.
But how affordable are these private universities for the common man? For me, federal universities are still affordable to a large extent.
Yeah.
We're going to a private university.
Thank you so much. I think when we talk about affordability, we also talk about the qualitative, the quality of education. Of course, the Vice Chancellors, head of institution in the public setting are seriously lamenting. Even the willing ones that really want to put things in place, funding is a great challenge. So when you look at the fee in the private university, to me, they are very affordable. Many private secondary schools are more expensive than even what some private universities are charging, because let's take, for instance, the Muhammad Kamalud-deen University. The highest fee is 430-something thousand. We see private secondary school in Nigeria that charges up to 1 million. They still have. It's about priority, and it's about, education is the only thing we can invest in for our children. So if I'm paying this, what I'm really getting in return, I think we should rather look at what is coming to our children rather than looking at the fee. So like I said, it takes how many students are in class in the other one, how many students are, the ratio, the student-lecturer ratio is established, and we all know. But in some situations, there's nothing you can do to it. So we should not just be zero on the fee. Okay, we understand the economic reality, but I'm saying they are affordable when you compare to what is obtainable in the other part of the world. And you want to gain competitive advantage, you want to do it exactly the way they do it there, then I think we should be talking of is very cheap.
Getting value for our money is quite key. Suleiman?
Ya àlejò wa ẹ kú àtótónu láti àtàárọ̀ èdè fúnrin ìfìntìn òun náà ni a sọ yìí àwọn tó jẹ́ tiwantiwa tí wọ́n ń tẹ̀lé wa nílé náà ní kété tán bá ti rálejò ní orí ètò báyìí àwọn náà máa gbé àpótí wọn á gbé ìjókòó wọn pétọ̀ àwọn náà ó fẹ́ gbọ́ bí ṣe ń lọ lẹ́nu àwọn àlejò wa inú mi dẹ̀ dùn lẹ́nu wípé ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ni àlejò tí a ní pàápàá ní ẹ̀ka ẹ̀kọ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà. Màá fẹ́ jẹ́ kí a kọ́kọ́ wò báyìí ná ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tí a mọ̀ sí yunifásítì nílẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà wọ́n ní ojúṣe tí àwọn náà ń ṣe láwùjọ. Oníkan kó àwọn ọmọ jáde kí wọ́n ṣe gbá kí wọ́n ṣàwò kán sì wádìí lórí ohun tó bá rújú láti wọ́ ọ̀nà àbáyọ gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ra wọn ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn ojúṣe wọn yìí tó wà níwájú yunifásítì ní ilẹ̀ wa Nàìjíríà ǹjẹ́ ojúṣe yìí ṣé wọ́n ń rí ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe tọ́ àti bó ṣe yẹ.
ẹ ṣé gan ni olóòtú mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan wípé yunifásitì ní gbogbo àgbáyé orí 3 tripod sorry ẹ má bínú sí
orí nǹkan àdúró ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ mẹ́ta
ni ó dúró lé
bí ta gbé kámẹ́rà wa lé
ká kọ́mọ àkejì ni pé ká ṣèwádìí ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ni pé ká ṣe bí ìdàgbàsókè ó ṣe bá àwùjọ tí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga náà wà so ìkan ojú kan lọ nínú ẹsẹ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí ìgbà tí èmi gbaṣẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gíwá àgbà Muhammad Kamalud-deen University lára nǹkan tá a ṣe ní ọjọ́ Sunday tó lọ a pè gbogbo àwọn community pé a fẹ́ bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
gbogbo àwọn agbègbè.
a pè gbogbo àwọn agbègbè ntí a fẹ́ ntí àwọn fẹ́ káwọn náà ṣe. So I think more of community engagement, which is also happening at the University of Ilorin, for example. I learnt that through our leaders. Akọ́yẹn ni pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀gá wa tí a ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ní University of Ilorin. Tí ẹ bá rí ẹ rí pé a ti develop fufu, a ti develop ìdàgbàsókè ń bá àwùjọ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó súnmọ́ university ara tí à ń pè ní community development yẹn. Lóòrèkóòrè ni àwọn gíwá àgbà wa ní University of Ilorin ni wọ́n máa ń pe àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ Fúlàní. Àfẹ́kẹ̀sí báyìí àfẹ́kẹ̀sí báyìí kí làwọn náà lè ṣe fún wọn. Ó ní àwọn gan ń gba admission fáwọn ọmọ wọn because ẹni tí olórí aláàbò ní àwùjọ ni ẹni tó súnmọ́ yín. University ò gbọ́dọ̀ bá relationship community engagement ẹ má bínú ó gbọ́dọ̀ wà àkọ́kọ́ nìyẹn. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì tí a bá tún fẹ́ ṣe ìwádìí tá ń pè ní research a gbọ́dọ̀ máa ronú research tí ó máa ní àǹfààní fún àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ members of the immediate community within that university.
àwọn tó gbé agbègbè yẹn.
So kò ń ṣe ẹ̀ka tí ó kò kéré sí teaching kò kéré sí research wọ́n jọ ní ẹ̀tọ́ kan náà ni ṣùgbọ́n bí a bá ṣe wò ó bí community bá ṣe ṣe bí iléèwé gíga bá ṣe ṣe síra wọn ó máa ń jẹ́ kí àǹfààní yẹn kó níwọ̀n so òun náà ló fi jẹ́ pé ní Muhammad Kamalud-deen University ara nǹkan tá a kọ́kọ́ ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùmójútó university ni wípé ká kọ́ pé àwọn tí àbọ̀njọ́ máa gbé ká ṣàlàyé tí ń jẹ́ university fún wọn ká ṣàlàyé areas àti nídìí wọn ká jẹ́ kó máa àǹfààní tí àwọn ni wọ́n ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àǹfààní ọjà wọn ó tà sí ilé wọn ó di gbígbà so gbogbo yẹn láti jọ yóò mú dàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé wọn náà yóò àwọn area kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ẹ ní choice àwọn members of that community lẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbà sí irúṣẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ gba cleaner tẹ bá gbàyàn lọ́nà jíjìn yóò pẹ́ débi iṣẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ inú community yẹn lẹ ti gbọ́dọ̀ wà a focused leader must consider all those ones which are benefit to members of the immediate community of the institution.
Tí a bá wá wò ẹ ti mẹ́nu bà àwọn ojúṣe tó yẹ kí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tó yẹ kí wọ́n máa ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúṣe wọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ojúṣe yìí tí a bá fi ojú inú wò ń gbà míì pàápàá jùlọ láwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba ṣé ẹ rí wípé ó mẹ́hẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ látàrí wípé bóyá ìjọba tí ó ní wọ́n fi gbogbo ara kí wọ́n fi káràmásìkì ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga tó jẹ́ ti yunifásitì.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ṣàkàwé ọ̀gá gíwá àgbà wa ní University of Ilorin tí èmi àti wọn ní àǹfààní àti ìṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ ó dàbí wípé láàrin kílẹ̀ mọ́ kílẹ̀ sú kí gíwá àgbà yìí kó sọ University of Ilorin di Harvard University ni pẹ̀lú ipa kìtàkìtà ṣùgbọ́n tí ẹ bá kan abẹ́lé kan ẹ rí wípé okòwò ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ mbẹ̀ tí ó bá jẹ́ pé òótọ́ ni a fẹ́ kí university wa kó bá àwọn university tó kù lágbàáyé ìjọba ní ojúṣe bí olùkọ́ ṣe ní ojúṣe bí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ṣe ní ojúṣe bí alámòjútó yunifásitì ṣe lójúṣe
kódà báwọn òbí tó fọmọ síbẹ̀ náà
bí àwọn òbí náà ṣe lójúṣe tí gbogbo wa bá ṣe ojúṣe yìí la fi lè débẹ̀ torí wípé ẹnìkan ò lè dá sí.
gbogbo ala lójúṣe láti ṣe láti rí wípé
bí ẹnìkan ò bá ti sojúṣe wàhálà ó pọ̀ fẹ́ni tí ń ṣe ó sì lè má débi tó fẹ́ kó dé so a pàrọwà fún àwọn ìjọba pé ọjọ́ ọ̀la wa làwọn ọmọ yìí ìlú tó bá mójú tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìlú tó fẹ́ dàgbàsókè so kò sí nǹkan tá a lè ṣe àfi ká mójútó ẹ̀kọ́ so gbogbo àwọn ìlú tó ti dá náà ìdí ẹ̀kọ́ ni wọ́n kọ́kọ́ mójútó ìdí ẹ̀kọ́ ni wọ́n kọ́ náwó sí tẹ́ bá rí kanra tó wà lára àwọn tí ń jẹ́ professor ní Nàìjíríà ń sìn ẹ rí wípé because orúkọ yìí orúkọ tó tóbi ni bó tẹ́ bá wo nǹkan tí wọ́n ń gbà lọlé kò bá orúkọ yìí kò bá ipò yìí lọ torí pé tá a bá dáwọn àwùjọ kan àwọn kódà bá fowó lẹ́ẹ̀mbẹ̀ wọn ní owó professor kọ́ yìí.
àpé professor eléyìí
sọ wọ́n àlè sọ sálárì professor.
bóyá rárá professor bóyá nítorí pé sẹ́yìn mọ̀kànlá tó bá wà nígbànú ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn máa ń fi òdiwọ̀n sí nǹkan bóyá náà ló fà táwọn máa ń wò pé professor owó wa kọ́lé bóyá àwọn náà máa ń wò pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ tà ń ṣe wa gbọ́dọ̀ fi.
irọ́ tá a bá wo economic reality you must not be a professor conducting research kó tún máa ronú pé báwo lọ sí gbọ́ bùkátà kan tí owó yẹn ò bá ti tó ẹ ṣe àwọn bùkátà tí ẹ ṣe àṣejù owó yẹn ò tó nìyẹn. ẹ ṣeun.
tọ ní ṣókí ká tún sáré wo báyìí bí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ṣe ń dá yunifásitì kalẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀ yanturu lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó jẹ́ ti aládàáni ní yunifásitì ìyẹn àwọn ìyẹn náà ìṣọwọ́ bá ṣe ń dìde ó fẹ́ gba pé ìṣègájù ṣé ká sọ pé yunifásitì ìjọba dá kalẹ̀ ṣé kò tó wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ni àbí báwo àbí ní tí ń jáde ńbẹ̀ làwọn èèyàn nítẹ̀lọ́rùn lé lórí.
sẹ́rí tá a bá wo population wa tí University of Ilorin tí ìjọba tán bá fẹ́ fi jẹ́ kó máa gbárù ọmọ tó mẹ́wàá tó lè gbà á nílẹ̀ tó lè a lè gbà ṣùgbọ́n policy of government is just to make sure that everybody pé ló ní access sí university education. University kọjá nǹkan tí kì í ṣe business venture ẹ ti wọn rí pé àwọn kan ti dá alẹ́ wọn ti kú wọn ti kó gbálẹ̀ wọ́n ní ààlà ni ó fi oko ọ̀lẹ́ hàn gaining competitive advantage ó kọjá dídálẹ̀ so mi ní fẹ́ mẹ́nu lọ bẹ̀yẹ púpọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n university kì í ṣe nǹkan tí ó kéré kì í ṣe nǹkan tí kì í ṣe okòwò so ẹni tó bá mú àníyàn okòwò lọ tó bá tiẹ̀ strive tó bá yáyó padà so a ti rí example àlèmọ́ dárúkọ torí pé orí atẹ́gùn la wà university lè pọ̀ ní gbogbo àgbáyé náà wà bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣùgbọ́n èyí tó dájú ni wípé ṣé o standard ṣé quality ẹ̀ ó yí kú ọ ibi tíjọba ní láti lọ dúró nìyẹn the regulatory body need to enforce that the minimum standard is maintained across all the established universities. ẹ má bínú pé mo tún padà
sí. àgbọ̀ lágbọ̀ọ́yé àwọn tí ń gbọ́ gan gbọ́ lágbọ̀ọ́yé ẹ ṣe ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Oyinlabakare ká tó máa wá yíwọ́ lọ sí Kamalud-deen University.
Yeah, of course we do know that most private universities, one key function or mandate is to ensure quality education. You know, however, other responsibilities of these private universities is to develop the communities they are established. Looking at the Kwaratv State University, for example, they brought so much development to Malite, where it is established. We also saw a university like Al-Hikma University as well. Now, Muhammad Kamalud-deen University is situated in Ogide. Now, let's talk about the kind of development you are bringing to that community. Sure you are the Vice Chancellor.
Yeah, thank you so much. Like I've really said, there's no way a university will come to a community and you will not feel the impact, the economic impact, the social impact, and also the developmental impact. Sure. Because it's a university is a universal place. It comes with a lot of benefits. One is it's going to change the orientation of the people in terms of even their thinking and their psyche, because there's some policy, rules and regulations that university will bring that will also impact on the people of the immediate community. Muhammad Kamalud-deen University, to say, you know, this university is funded by, established by the Ansaro Islam Society of Nigeria, which is a worldwide society. And what we want to preach at the Muhammad Kamalud-deen University is that the culture of that society, we want it to be part of what we do in the university. Okay? And by doing that, we believe that by the time we emphasize moral into whatever we do in the university, there is no way that will not radiate to the people within the immediate community. And there are other aspects, like I said, in terms of their sales will increase, okay? Their assets will be, the value of their assets will also increase. Many of them will also get jobs. There's nothing you can do about it, because if you are a strategic leader, it's better you take someone that will not need extra transportation costs than taking somebody from Okoyi to go and work at Ugidi. So there are a lot of benefits. Apart from researches that will also impact, when you understand the nature of problem and difficulties in that society, then you also set your research agenda to be able to fill some of those gaps. So more than we cannot list everything, and we cannot exhaust such opportunities at this level. But I'm sure they are countless, and Muhammad Kamalud-deen as a university is willing to impact the community in all ramifications.
Yeah, we see most tertiary institutions also bringing up entrepreneurial courses, vocational courses. So in case these students do not get white-collar jobs, they can be entrepreneurs in their own way and be employers of labor, as they say. Do you also see that in your
Yes, well, there's a minimum requirement of the National University Commission in that regard. Of course, your curriculum will not be approved if you don't even have, but beyond what NUC is prescribing, Muhammad Kamalud-deen University want to go further, because we believe that the orientation is that you should let them know that they're not the job takers, but they are not job takers, but job producers. And that's the only way we can get out of this mess in this part of the world. So we are committed to that. We're going to do everything possible to make sure that they should be able to stand on their own as job creators before graduation. We are bringing professional certifications in all the program so that they will be professionally certified even before graduation. And that is in the pipeline as I speak.
All right, Suleiman.
So, ní ṣókí kí ẹ ti ṣàlàyé ohun tí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga Kamalud-deen University ohun tí ó mú bá àwùjọ bíi tí wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ sí pàápàá nípasẹ̀ ìdàgbàsókè sí ọrọ̀ ajé ní ká sọ ni, àbí kí a gbàyàn síṣẹ́, àbí kí a mọ pàtàkì yunifásitì lágbègbè náà. Ibi tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ ni pé pẹ̀lú orúkọ tí yunifásitì yìí tí ó gbé dání, pàápàá Muhammad Kamalud-deen kò síbi tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ lágbàáyé, wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé àwọn tí ó ní ìmọ̀ tó jiná nínú ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀sìn Islam ni, pàápàá jùlọ ìlú tí ó tún wà pẹ̀lú àwọn àwùjọ tó tún wá gbé yunifásitì yìí kalẹ̀, àwọn tó ní nǹkan ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sìn Islam ní tí gbogbo ayé sì mọ̀. Ìbéèrè mi wá ni pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé yunifásitì yìí ìmọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ nípa ìmọ̀ ẹ̀sìn Islam nìkan òun náà ni yóò máa wáyé bẹ́ẹ̀, torí àwọn tí wọ́n bá ń gbọ́
ṣe gan ni olóòtú àti atọ́kùn programs tí wọ́n approve wa 15 ní mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún. Nínú mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún yìí méjì péré ló jọ mọ́ Islam and Arabic. We have BA Arabic, BA Islamic Study. Gbogbo yòókù nípa ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀, nípa ẹ̀rọ ayárabíàṣá. We have BSc Computer Science, we have BSc Cyber Security, BSc Software Engineering, BSc Physics with Electronics, BSc Plant Science and Biotechnology, BSc Statistics and Data Science. We have BSc Economics, BSc Accounting, BSc Business Administration, BA English, BA History and International Relations. No, it's a conventional university. But what we are saying is that the moral which the founder, the Ansarul Islam Society, is known with, we want to incorporate this into the learners so that you will see that a product of Muhammad Kamalud-deen University is not only academically sound but morally stable.
Àmọ̀ràn wo lẹ wá lè fún ìjọba pàápàá ní ipò tí àwọn yunifásitì wa wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà báyìí pàápàá jùlọ lénìí a lè gbọ́ ìyanṣẹ́lódì ọ̀la a lè gbọ́ à ń béèrè nǹkan báyìí tí ìjọba ò sì dá wọn lóhùn tá a sì wò pé ó ní ìpalára tí ó ń ṣe nínú ètò ẹ̀kọ́ kí ni àwọn ìgbàanù owó lẹ́tílé fún.
pàápàá jùlọ kó tó di pé a máa lọ sórí yẹn mo fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn olùgbọ́ wa pé Muhammad Kamalud-deen University àwa fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ as an ICT-driven university. An ICT-driven university in the sense that our learners will be using state-of-art information and communication technology in terms of learning management system. We have a portal that will allow the parent to interact, to investigate what is happening to their children, even while in school. And we are planning to engage even lecturers from America, from Canada, from Saudi Arabia, without the need to come to Ilorin to interact with the students.
Ẹ ti ń ta ọjà lórí ètò wa ní owó ọjà yín báyìí bí ó ṣe tó ní.
Ẹ ti ń tó nílẹ̀ ká lè sọ wípé a fi ń dá gbogbo
tí mo bá ní àmọ̀ràn àti ìwọlẹ̀.
A fi ń dá gbogbo òbí lójú pé ẹni tó bá mú ọmọ wá sí Muhammad Kamalud-deen University yóò dúpẹ́.
Ìbéèrè tí mo wá bí yín kẹ́ tó yà bàrà yẹn ó ṣe kókó ó ṣe pàtàkì.
Ìbéèrè tí ẹbí mi yẹn ìjọba ní ipa púpọ̀ láti kó. Bí mo ṣe sọ investment ìnáwó sí ètò ẹ̀kọ́ kì í ṣe ìnáwó pé a máa wo pé èrè wo ni mo fẹ́ jẹ ìnáwó fún ọjọ́ ọ̀la ni tí a bá ní para wa jẹ para tanra wa jẹ. University education, tertiary education is underfunded. It's not about funding. We must also set standard. Pé tá a bá náwó yìí bá a ṣe fẹ́ kí nǹkan ẹ̀ orí gbogbo policy tá a máa ṣe tí owó yìí máa tún fi nítumọ̀ torí abala kan ní kánà abala kan ní pé mi orí atẹ́gùn la wà wọ́n dẹ̀ àwa náà ti ibi so gbogbo ohun tá a ká ní Malaysia for example they have Ministry of Higher Education. When you go to one public university in that place it won't be different from another public university. I think we should come up by setting this standard for ourselves in this part of the world.
Mo rò pé àmọ̀ràn yìí ìjọba náà ti gbọ́ léyìí tó jẹ́ pé bí ètò àwọn yunifásitì wa ṣe ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè wa Nàìjíríà pàápàá ilé ẹ̀kọ́ tó jẹ́ èyí tó jẹ́ ti ìjọba inú àwọn òbí kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dùn lọ títí torí ọ̀tọ̀ ní kọ́ mọ́ ló àṣekọ́sí ọdún mẹ́rin yóò dọdún márùn-ún ọdún mẹ́fà. Oyinlọlá Bákàrè ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé àlejò wa.
All right. Well, before I allow you go, we do know that you have other engagements that you have to see to. So what do you think the government can do to show support to private tertiary institutions?
The private institutions are also to train Nigerian citizens. And on that ground, even if the support is not up to the public university institutions, government must do something minimal to support private institutions too, because Nigerian citizens are the beneficiaries of the training. So that at the end of the day, all of us will have the benefit to enjoy from that support, because and the agitations are ongoing on that, and I'm sure government is also inclined, but they should be proactive on that. It could be not up to what is going to federal or public institution, but at least something reasonable in terms of support should be provided for private institutions as well, because these institutions are set to train Nigerians and not Ghanaians.
All right. Suleiman, we have to let Professor go.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni a máa fi àlejò wálé náà nìyẹn ní orí ètò ẹ ṣé ẹ kú ìdílé.
Adúpẹ́ púpọ̀ ìwá síbí wa kò ní jẹ́ kan at Muhammad Kamalud-deen University. Inshallah, we are determined to partner with Kwaratv television because I'm impressed with this and we are going to invite you to our campus to sit down together and have a kind of memorandum of understanding, because I believe publicity should be part of what we should give priority to as a university. Indeed. Once again, I want to thank the management of this station and we'll pray that you continue to grow in strength and strength. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, just hold on. Suleiman, you'd like to say your goodbyes to the prof?
Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Rasheed Jimoh, adúpẹ́ ẹkú dìde àjíǹde ara máa jẹ yín Ọlọ́run ọba fi máa bá yín tò gbogbo ètò yín máa bá yín tẹ̀síwájú yóò sì máa wà pẹ̀lú wa. Mo tún rò pé tá bá tún pè yín lọ́jọ́ mi ẹ tún máa jẹ wa.
A wà jù báyìí lọ. Registrar wà, bursar wà, librarian wà.
We'd like to thank Professor Rasheed Jimoh He is the Professor of Computer Science and immediate past Dean, Faculty of Communications and Information Sciences, University of Ilorin. He is presently the Vice Chancellor of Muhammad Kamalud-deen University here in Ilorin as well. Thank you for being a part of the show.
You're welcome.
Wish you the very best.
Thank you.
We're going on a very quick break. Of course, AM Drive will continue right after this break. Do stay with us.